I'm sure you all heard growing up that there's much more to life than just your looks, and they're correct. That's absolutely true. It's much more important to be a good person. However, what's also true is a thing called attraction bias. Attraction bias is this paradigm where we award people who we perceive as more attractive with more opportunities and more attention. So those who are lesser than attractive are left in the dust, deserted with the scraps that the attractive people already scavenged up and hoarded for themselves. Have you seen that meme that's floating around where there's that kind of ugly guy on the right and an attractive guy on the left, and both of them are saying to a girl, that dress looks sexy on you. And the ugly guy is deemed harassment and the other guy is deemed as just flirting, right? And there's definitely some truth to that. Your level of attractiveness can literally extend your potential in social dynamics. So that's why it's absolutely in your advantage to maximize your attraction level as much as possible. Let's say you're a 5 and you approach a girl, right? She knows within the first couple seconds what her threshold of viable partner is. If she only wants to interact with 6s and above, she's gonna shut you down real quick. Oh, thanks, I have a boyfriend, and send you on your way, little buddy. As a 5, you're not gonna be able to breach that barrier of entry. Or let's take another example. Let's say you work at a prestigious corporation and it's time for somebody to be promoted to, I don't know, COO, right? They're gonna be the face of the company, and there's 2 options, you and some other guy. And let's say both of you have the same formidable qualifications, exactly the same. They're gonna choose the person who is more attractive, who is more presentable, who they can slap on the face of the company and represent the company in a more aesthetic way, right? You pick the uglier person, it puts a little bit of a stain on the face of the company. And let's take one more example. You're in high school and you're writing your final paper. You're an unremarkable person, completely average, and you're also an unremarkable writer. But you gotta write this paper to pass the class and get your final grade and whatever. You're an unattractive, unremarkable guy, and you turn in this paper. The teacher knows nothing about you. They've seen you a few times. They're like, oh, Josh is, he's kind of this ugly, gangly, random dude. This paper kind of sucks. I'm gonna default to giving him a lower grade. As a man who's putting in no effort into their appearance and just accepting their fate of being lesser than attractive, you're setting yourself up for the most difficult life possible. However, there's hope for all of you out there. Any of you watching this. Throughout my 6 years on YouTube studying this stuff endlessly, I've come to a realization. The realization is any given man can increase their looks at least 2 points from the baseline. And what I mean by that is, the 1 to 10 scale. Oh, that girl's a 10. Oh, that girl's like a 5. Oh, that girl, she's like a 9. Damn, right? 1 through 10. That's like the grading system we globally go by when it comes to attraction. So this means if you're a guy watching this and you're normally a 6 on the grading scale, if you put in the effort and max out your looks, at the very, very least, you'll become an 8, maybe even a 9. And likewise, if you're a 4, you put in all the effort, you do everything to max out your looks, you could become a 6, which is better than average. It's absolutely possible for every single man. So what does this equate to? This could be an extra 30 seconds when you go approach that girl, where as before she would have shut you down and told you she had a boyfriend. Now she allows you another 30 seconds to, make your mark and build rapport and get her Instagram or whatever. Because now you're a 6 or a 7. You breached that barrier of entry. Now you get that promotion because you're clean cut. You look handsome as hell and you're a good person to represent the company. You could be the face of a large corporation. Or you're in high school, you're turning in your final paper, that same unremarkable paper, but the teacher remembers, oh, let's call him Calix Osta. Yeah, he's a really handsome guy. He really takes care of himself. He's a good guy. I'm gonna give him a little bit higher grade. This is a decent paper. That's something called the halo effect, which we'll get into later. It's that powerful. I've literally felt the difference. Even just going to the corner store to grab a pack of chips or whatever, when I'm just bumming it wearing my PJs with my hair looking like shit, versus when I go down there, I know I'm looking good. My posture is tight. You can feel the attention. You can feel the respect. And this is possible for every man. But I know you guys, I know you're watching this and you're stifled. You watch all this self-improvement content. You want to look smacks. You want to become the best version of yourself possible, but you get overstimulated. You get analysis paralysis. You don't even know where to start. You're jerking off in your mind by watching this self-improvement stuff and not even doing anything, right? It's fake sex. It's fake improvement. Same shit. But I could fix that for you. I can make those improvements actually happen because there's a secret. All right, you guys want to know the secret? All right. I'll tell you the secret. I even had to move locations to somewhere a little more secure because it's that confidential. Secret is your hidden genetic advantage. Your hidden genetic advantage. Every guy has one. Everybody in the world has one. The problem is most guys have no idea what the f theirs is. This is 1, 2, maybe 3 things about you physically that are better than the average. And the method is you double down on your genetic advantage and minimize the disadvantages that you have. You chip away at those in the background while you're optimizing and maximizing your genetic advantage. The hard part is figuring out what it is. But once you figure it out, it's fucking easy, bro. It'll make your brain melt. That's how easy it is. Now, I made a free course module helping you guys find your genetic advantage. I'll put the link to that down below. It would just take way too much time for me to talk about it in this video. This video would be 30 minutes long. But my genetic advantage, blonde hair, blue eyes. Blonde hair, blue eyes. It's rare. It's like less than 3% of the population. Once I figured that shit out, I fucking doubled down on that. So I make sure my eyebrows are groomed, tweezed, looking nice, bringing attention to my eyes. My eyelashes curled, strengthened. They're popping. They make my eyes sparkle, right? Because I'm trying to bring everybody's eyes to mine. Also, I'm tailoring my fits around my complexion. I'm wearing cooler colors, greens, blues, grays, because these all complement blue and light hair. So this makes this pop even more. But like you, I am without faults. I was always a skinny string bean kid, 12-inch arms. I hated that about myself. So I started pounding the rock, working on that day by day. Within 6 months, I looked like this. My jawline. I always wanted that Superman jawline, or, you know, Brad Pitt from Fight Club. Dude is chiseled. It's the epitome of masculinity. I didn't have that. I knew I didn't genetically have that. So I had to put in the work, figure out different ways, and I actually built up what I think is a respectable jawline, something I'm like proud of in a weird way. So once you figure out your genetic advantage, you double down on that, you maximize it, and then you implement what I call the looks snowball. This is a proven method. Any guy can do it. How it works, you just start with some small wins. First, posture. You get your shit tight. You look respectable. You're standing up straight. You're commanding the presence around you. You can do it in an instant. It's easy, and I'll help you do that. Then you build up things that are a little bit more of an investment. Your hairstyle, your hair, your actual physical clothing style, your fitness, your diet. Next thing you know, you're compounding these wins into a respectable, impressive individual. You could be a new person in 2 months. It's fucking crazy. And this is the same method that made the 3 hottest guys in Hollywood right now who they are. They're popping, but if you look at them objectively, they're not the best looking guys. They're all probably a little bit below average. If you want to know who I'm talking about, I talk about that in my free course module in the link below. Go check it out, and I'll also help you find your genetic advantage. Yes, there are more important things than looks, but this is a looks channel, guys. You can go hit up Eckhart Tolle for spiritual advice, or Alex Hormozy for business advice, or whatever. Here we talk about looks maxing, baby. So if you want that, you came to the right place. And if you want me to hold your hand and walk you through finding your genetic potential and implementing the looks snowball, I made a program for you called the 72-hour male model. This is the program that I use to help guys go from average to like amateur male models in less than 3 days. Any guy can improve their looks by at least 2 points on the look scale in less than a few days. So if you're like a 4 out of 10, not that great, you could be a 6 out of 10 in a couple of days. If you're a 6, you could be an 8. That's like top echelon of men. And no, this isn't some subscription-based program thing where you pay $500 to get in and then you forget you're enrolled and then you're charged $100 the next month and then the same thing happens the next month. Next thing you know, you're out like $2,000. No, it's just a one-time, very, very inexpensive payment. And then you have lifetime access. Now, I'm not going to promise you I'll never change it to a subscription model, but if you buy it now, then you'll be grandfathered in. You'll have lifetime access no matter what I do with the program. I promise you'll never be charged again. Now, I don't know if or when that's going to happen, but I recommend not leaving it to chance and just getting in now. You simply have to become as aesthetic as possible. As fucked up as it is, the world treats you differently when you're putting your best foot forward. I feel it. I feel it when I go to the corner store and I'm kind of, slobbing it, wearing my PJs with my hair in a fucking knot. The world treats you differently. They're blind to you. You could be a cockroach. They wouldn't give a fuck. But when I'm rocking a good fit, my hair looks good, my posture is on point, the world respects you and rewards you. And you respect and reward yourself. It's a compounding circuit. It's a feedback loop that never ends of positivity. You literally transcend in the metaphysical world. Everything gets better. And nobody wants to be the slobby friend. Oh yeah, come on, Josh, this is my slobby friend. Look at him, and you come coming up. No, you want to be that dude, the Chad, the guy that like is the fucking leader of the group, the good-looking stud, right? Your quality of life will get better. And this isn't even, I'm not even trying to sell my program right now. I don't give a fuck about that. This is some real shit. You have to be putting in that work. I want you to be better. I'm trying to create an army of people that I respect and I admire, because that makes my world, my influence better. It makes what I do worth so much more if the people consuming it are impressive individuals. So make me proud, put in the work. Don't just watch all these videos jerking off your brain, this self-development circle jerk. Go out there and actually do that. Put in the reps. Eat the fucking good-ass whole chicken, the veggies, the protein shakes. Get up early, go to bed early, and become that fucking dude. Click the link. See you on the inside.